They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buffaloes offense will have first crack at this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good.
Turning it on! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He makes a catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Buffaloes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Houston's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd along from the 21. Back to throw, it's Bean. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Camarda. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Cougars are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete in the middle. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Houston going up tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Camarda. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air on 1st down. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Bean. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. The Buffaloes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense
converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Creates a little space. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Hand off from the shotgun. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
Back to pass, it's Bean. Under fire. Makes the grab, it's Camarda.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This Houston offense about to snap it on 1st down again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. Got it behind the line. It's Camarda. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That brings them to within 1.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Colorado! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, there he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Bean. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. They'll run it out of the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Camarda. Makes it past the marker. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 6th play of the drive coming up. Makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That is how you finish a play with some serious physicality. Nice job by the defense. He gets 1 yard, and you do the rest. You hit him, and you make him feel it. Next time he catches the football, you're like, hey, where's that dude at?
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. To throw, it's Bean. Fires into the end zone. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted.
What a beautiful sight. Not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Leaves it with the running back. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Finds his man.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll give it to the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. Fires left. Got him downfield. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Buffaloes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. We saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to pass their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Bean. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in an empty set. From the gun. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Going to swing it on second down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They're working that left side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Barry. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Cougars will hustle to the line. Back to pass, it's Bean. He's got his man across the middle. Turning it on. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. On the run, fires downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder. And welcome in to the halftime update.
And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Now the play fake. Takes the grab on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now.
He lofts one down the sideline. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He'll keep it himself. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. Between the uprights, it's good. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
Off the play fake. It's complete to the left.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Fighting off the defender. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Just a short pass to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The play action fake. Here's the pressure. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Wants to keep it in the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game. And
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Touch pass on the run. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Oh, he's got a chance. Shakes off the defender. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on 1st down from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Bean. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off play action. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And last week was great for this young man. And man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They roll ready, kick 3 tonight. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead is now back down to 9.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
The Buffaloes will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Still running at the 40. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Colorado. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
They'll ride the hot hand.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Bean. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really...
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Rides the back on the option to give. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Rushes on him. He's got it. On the move at the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Houston wants to play fast. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete on the right side. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw. It's Bean. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he wanted. His big tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup all day.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a 1st down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
The Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete! And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bucs! They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. To the air, it's Bean. Fires complete on the crosser. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Still looking, on the move. Working the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. They'll go to the air. And he will score! Touchdown, Houston.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And the extra point was good. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Makes the grab. Still on his feet. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. To the air on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you at every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Bean. He's taking the deep shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete to the right. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having to chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been